Expleo Butchery is a family-owned and operated business where customers buy premium New Zealand-grown meat, poultry and vegetables, as well as other added value offerings. For Sean and Nels Nicholas, it's a 7-day working week as they split their time between the dairy farm, where they're contract milkers, the butchery and delicatessen, and helping out in their local community.
I had a grandfather who was a boating room supervisor, and I suppose it all came from there, really. I was about 18 and I was dairy farming, and then sort of got drawn into the meat industry. We began as dairy farmers, and we had, when we came up to the Waikato, 3 very bad droughts, 2 poor payouts, 1 bad year with facial eczema. So we were thinking about diversifying to get to our end goal of getting a bit of dirt. So the natural pathway that was there has really changed. We dived into an equity partnership, and that didn't go so well for us. So it was about sort of starting again to a degree.
Shah said it's a good product and it'll move really well.
It would have been probably 5 years ago when I first had the idea to create what we've created, and 3 years now that we've been in the premises. Expleo, that's our farming name. We've had that for quite some time. So it is a Latin name, and it means fulfillment, which I think is quite fitting. It is a family affair. Yeah, my wife, 2 of my children, both left school now. William more or less runs the shop for us, obviously with a lot of mentoring and guiding. My mum moved up from Taranaki a couple of years ago just to give us a hand. She's still here. Mum's 72 now, does a lot of patés, prawns, terrines, things like that, but it's her ability to connect with people, which is quite cool. I guess our whole vision was taking a product and turning it into something that's beautiful. We source excellent product, try and do things a little bit differently. I suppose not having a history in the retail side has probably been a bit of a plus for us, because we've just gone with what we really think should be right, and it works. We've got a deli section where we've got salamis, patés, cheeses, a vegetable section, salads, potatoes, a few other things that just seasonal stuff. Also with a lot of lamb, pork, a bit of wild venison and a few other game products. So something that I always wanted to do was a lot of dry aging, and we're specialising in that, and all the meat is aged. And it enhances the flavour. The longer it's left outside of 21 days, it gives it a nuttier and woodier flavour. There's a huge amount of moisture that's in meat, and it just changes it completely. And when we opened, we were, about 5 lambs a week. That was it. Now we can get up to 25 lambs a week. One thing that was quite important is giving young people a chance. So many times you hear that story where the youth of today don't know how to work, blah, blah, blah. Well, do they actually get a chance? Young Angus, he's our apprentice. He was 14 when he first came to us. And I said, look, we haven't got anything available at the moment, but come back in a couple of weeks. He kept coming back about 3 or 4 times by himself, not with his mum, not with his dad. I thought that was really cool. And then, so we took him on just after school, and he's obviously now our apprentice now in a full-time role. There's probably another 4 other kids that come in after school at various stages, helping the weekends. It's great for them, learning a lot of skills. It's missing breaking some more down to go in. Yeah. Cool. We have increased our staff. 2 of us used to be able to get through the day. Not possible now. We're really out to 5 and 6. Christmas time, we swelled to 15. When the COVID lockdown happened, it was really quite weird. We had 11 days where we couldn't trade. it was nice. We had some good quality family time and just got some stuff done on the farm. And then we just hooked into it when we got the green light. Through that period with our online, just bearing in mind it was just around the Waikato, we ended up being busier than when we actually had the doors open. We started giving out some packs to families that we knew were really struggling. It was incredible. These families, they weren't used to going for help, so they didn't know how to do it. I mean, we'd arrive with a box of food and you'd see grown men cry. It was really heartbreaking. So we just really got stuck into that, and it didn't take long at all where there were a few businesses in town, big law firm, pharmacy, that could see what we were doing and wanted to help out as well. So they were looking and donated to us. Then we had the wider community could see what we were doing as well. And so then they started bringing in some supplies themselves, milks, Easter eggs, because it was during that period. I think what COVID did was really let people realise what was important to them. And something that came through so loud and clear was their ability to help out people in their own community. A lot of businesses, were supported a lot more than what they had been before. It brought the community closer together. It was huge.